Have you ever noticed how one careless sentence can ruin your whole day, while one kind word can lift your heart for hours? Think about it. A single comment from someone you love can echo in your mind again and again, shaping your mood, your confidence, even the way you see yourself. Now pause for a moment and ask yourself this uncomfortable question. If words spoken by others have this much power over you, what about the words you speak to yourself every single day? From the moment you wake up, before the world even touches you, your inner voice has already started talking. It tells you what kind of day this will be, what kind of person you are, and what kind of life you should expect. Most people never stop to question this voice. They let it speak freely, unaware that it is quietly writing the script of their future. Imagine a man who wakes up every morning and says, "Another hard day. Life is always against me." He says it casually, almost jokingly, but his body hears it. His mind records it. His subconscious accepts it as truth. Then, without him realizing it, his posture changes, his energy drops, his expectations shrink. He walks into the world already prepared to lose. Now imagine another person who wakes up and says, "Something good is unfolding for me today." Nothing magical happens instantly, but something subtle shifts inside. His breath feels lighter. His eyes look forward instead of down. He becomes alert to opportunities instead of threats. Both men live in the same world, yet their words place them in entirely different realities. Your words are not just sound that disappear into the air. They carry feeling, intention, and belief. They leave an imprint. Every time you speak, you are tuning yourself to a certain frequency, like a radio signal. Speak words of fear, and you tune yourself to fear. Speak words of strength, and strength begins to feel familiar. The subconscious mind does not argue with you. It does not correct you. It does not say, "Are you sure?" It simply listens and obeys. It accepts your repeated words as commands and works silently to make them feel real in your life. Many people say, "I want to be happy," yet they keep saying, "I am tired of this life, nothing ever works for me," or "I am unlucky." They don't realize that the subconscious does not respond to wishes. It responds to identity. It does not manifest what you want. It manifests what you consistently claim to be. When you say, "I don't want to be unhappy," the emotion behind those words is still unhappiness. The subconscious hears a feeling, not the logic. It hears the state you are living in and keeps reproducing it. Think of a child who is told again and again, "You are careless," or "You are weak." At first, the child may resist, but over time those words sink in. They become part of the child's self-image. Years later, the same person may struggle with confidence, never realizing that an old sentence spoken long ago is still shaping their behavior. Now realize something powerful. You are still that child to your subconscious mind. The way you speak to yourself today is shaping the adult you will be tomorrow. Self-deprecating jokes may seem harmless. Saying, "I'm so bad at this," or "I'm just not smart," might get a laugh. But your subconscious does not understand humor. It does not understand exaggeration. It only understands repetition and emotion. Every time you laugh at yourself in a negative way, you are quietly planting a seed. Over time, that seed grows into belief, and belief turns into behavior. Complaining works the same way. When you complain, you give life to what you dislike. You give it attention, emotion, and energy. You may think you are releasing frustration, but in reality, you are reinforcing the very thing you want to escape. Notice unhappy couples. Their conversations are filled with blame, criticism, and old wounds. Each complaint becomes proof that the relationship is broken, and the cycle continues. Compare this with couples who focus on appreciation and understanding. They are not perfect, but their words create space for healing instead of destruction. The same principle applies to money, health, and success. Listen carefully to people who struggle financially. Their conversations are often filled with phrases like, "Money is hard to get," "Everything is expensive," or "I can never save." Now listen to people who are doing well. They talk about ideas, growth, possibilities, and solutions. They are not better or more worthy. They are simply living in a different state of mind, and their words reveal it. This is why ancient teachers emphasize the power of speech. They understood something modern people have forgotten. Words are creative forces. When you speak, you are not just describing reality, you are participating in its creation. Your inner conversation is especially powerful because it never stops. Even when your mouth is silent, your mind is speaking. That quiet voice shapes your emotional state, and your emotional state shapes your actions. Try this simple experiment. For one full day, observe your words without trying to change them. Notice how often you say things like, I'm worried, I'm tired, or this is difficult. Notice the feeling behind each sentence. At the end of the day, ask yourself, is this the life I am choosing with my words? Awareness alone begins a transformation. Now imagine shifting your language gently, without force. Instead of saying, I hope things get better, say, I trust things are working out. Instead of, I'll try, say, I will do this. Hope places your desire in the future. Trust places it in the present. One weakens your energy, the other strengthens it. Words like try, maybe, and hopefully often hide doubt. Words like I am, I choose, and I trust create inner stability. But words alone are not enough if they are empty. Feeling is the key. When you say, I am grateful, pause and feel even one small thing you appreciate. When you say, I am safe, let your body relax into that sentence. The subconscious responds to emotion first. Words are the door, but feeling is what walks through it. Gratitude is one of the fastest ways to change your inner dialogue. When you genuinely appreciate what you have, your words naturally soften. Complaints lose their grip. You begin to speak from fullness instead of lack. This is not denial of problems. It is a shift in focus. You stop feeding what hurts you and start nourishing what heals you. Over time, your outer conversations will change as well. People will feel different around you. Your presence will carry calm instead of tension, confidence instead of insecurity. Not because you are pretending, but because your inner world has changed. And the world always mirrors what is happening within. This is not about judging yourself for negative thoughts. Everyone has them. The key is not perfection, but direction. Each time you choose kinder word for yourself, you weaken old patterns and strengthen new ones. Each loving sentence is like a brick placed in the foundation of a better life. Your words do not vanish. They linger. They shape habits, beliefs, and experiences. They ripple outward into your relationships and inward into your sense of self. When you speak with love, you create an environment where love can grow. When you speak with anger, you invite chaos into your inner space. You are not powerless. You are not at the mercy of circumstances. You are participating in creation every moment through your speech and inner dialogue. The world you experience tomorrow is being formed today by the words you repeat. So choose them carefully. Speak to yourself as someone you deeply care about. Speak to life as if it is listening, because it is. When you align your word with trust, love, and gratitude, you step into a different state of being. And from that state, a different world begins to unfold. Quietly, steadily, and inevitably,